Playing some Rivals comp. Nice. I never really tried the competitive version of Rivals. I kind of ended up... I don't even have it on my computer anymore. Rivals was really weird for me because I had a really good time with it, but once I stopped playing it, I just had, like, no desire to go back for some reason. Which was weird. Like, I did have a very good time with it. But I played it, like, right when it came out for, like, a solid month or something. Then I went on a vacation away from my computer for, like, a week and a half. And, like, the week and a half of not touching that game, and I was just like, good, I guess. I don't know why. Alright. So this is the guy who we've decided was shot, and I just can never see who actually shot him. I can see legs. And this is the shipped... Okay. So I had Captain, because I couldn't see who was over there that might have a gun. I get a slightly different angle. Oh, I do have a better angle on him here. Is that the Frenchman? Maybe? Maybe. If I say others present, is Frenchman on the list? Yes. I think that might be the Frenchman. I feel more confident about that one now. They've already killed that one. Do I not have this guy yet? No, I do, okay. We know who isn't the Frenchman? Yeah. That took us a hecking long time. But we did get there. Who do you play in Rivals anyway, Shinichi? I remember before I stopped playing, I was on a bit of a magic kick. Having a lot of fun with her. I really struggled with her when I first picked her up, and then started having a ton of fun with her once things started making a little bit more sense overall for me. Okay. So I feel very confident about him. Why does this one think this guy should be fucking easy? Go check out his body again. Like, does someone call out a name and I just missed it during one of these? One of the guys down there. Seems like he's just a seaman. It should be this guy. Yes. Can't tell you how many times he went up in the rigging. No one calling out a name here. Okay, we know who that is. Know who that is. Don't have him committed. We don't have him committed. That's Brennan. We don't have this guy committed. Okay, so... I'm confident this is a Seaman. What's number 3 here? Number 3 is a dude underneath getting speared. Carpenter's mate. Does someone, like, call out a name of someone getting got above deck there? In part 3? Be this guy, right? Yeah.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already done for Nick.
Okay, so that might be that guy, Nick. Okay. Who's named Nick? Oh, is this a top man that got hit there? That's the only Nick I see that we don't know, so... Probably. Okay. Already got Nick. Game said it should be easy. Someone says a name, it's gotta be that fucking guy. You gotta be Nick. Okay. So if that's not a Seaman, which I thought it was a Seaman because he was on the bottom part helping. But it's not. That's Nick speared. Who's this? One of the guys that gets head cut off, okay. Okay, we're really confident about 2 again. So... who do we want to try for... How about you? We're gonna try these 3 top men first. Okay. He's the one doing translations. Maybe this guy? I mean, it could be, like, fucking any of them. I don't really want to just, like, strong-arm it for him. Okay. I'd rather get more of the top men, if possible. I'm very confident about 2 people right now. This could be a topman after all. Have them as Seamen. Alright, let's try this guy. Oh, but I have unknown fate for him, so that doesn't actually help. Shoot. Okay. Do I not have to identify the rest of these top men at any point? I thought... Huh. Maybe, like, all the top men are actually... Or most of the top men are actually... in the part we don't solve? Just this one. Apparently we're wrong on all fronts there. Maybe it doesn't count as decapitated. That's the problem is, like, oh, maybe it doesn't think he's decapitated. Grumble, grumble, grumble. There's only one Nick. No idea who that is. We're pretty damn close. We're, like, close in a way that's, like... I could brute force most of this at this point. And it wouldn't take particularly long. Got him. We got Maba. This is definitely Nick. Sorry you were in a match? No worries, Shinichi. I get it. He's not a top man. Which at this point means this dude has to be a Seaman. I'm so confident about most of the rest of this. Oh, this one finally confirmed. Okay, it was Claude. He wanted me to say the Carpenter was Claude. Not speared, despite the big spear in the middle of him. You played Jeff, Gambit, and Emma? Okay. I quit before Emma and Gambit. I know Gambit's kind of new, but, like, I had stopped playing by the time Gambit and Emma were out, so I don't even know how those characters play. Alright. At this point, it's almost all just Seamen. Except this guy, who I think might be a top man. And the last time we see him it is in part 8. Okay. Let's go to part 8 and try to find that guy again. Because if that's the last time we see him, I probably can determine what happened to him. I can just find him. Is that him? No, that's the helmsman. There's Frenchman and his song. We have Lewis. Where is this dude? Whom the game claims we see here. It's not him. Not him. Can't go up these stairs. Claims we see him in part 8. Where? He's not, like, on this piece of mast. Was that him? Okay. Okay. So, torn apart is how a lot of people wrapped up in the tentacles have been. Like, we don't see this guy getting torn apart, but that's what it put, and he just has a couple tentacles on him when we see him. We're gonna do torn apart by a terrible beast. And then let's try these top men. Do I not have 3 right now? Thought I did. Unknown, unknown. This guy, pretty hecking solid. Don't know. We're real solid on 2 of them. I agree. But this guy right here, it said yes for torn apart, right? And this is the last time we see this dude too. This guy seems like he's in basically the same situation. So I don't see why we wouldn't put the same thing there. But why? Who do I have wrong then? Assuming torn apart is correct on that. Out of these 2, it's the shot by a gun guy. Which feels like it's trying to trick you, which is why I think that one's right now. And top men being speared. Is this not foreign enemy? Is it speared by terrible beast? Okay, it's speared by terrible beast instead of foreign enemy. Fine, game. God damn it. We got that one, though. And that gets us another topman figured out. Okay. Which at this point, does that put us pretty much at just Seamen? The end, we have everyone figured out. We have all of them, all 4. All 4 of them. The escape is done. Bargain ship will remain unknown. I possess the details, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. Henry Evans, someone on this? Okay. That is the surgeon. We might have been able to get the surgeon even sooner. All power which determines identity fate. Yeah, okay, so that's how you know he's in Africa, because it says affairs in Morocco. Okay. So that's where we missed this part, is I hadn't really looked at the preface again since the beginning, and didn't comprehend the name. So that's fair. Okay. We have everyone. The Doom is the next place where we don't have everyone. Because it's that dude, unknown Seaman. Unknown Seaman, unknown Seaman. And in soldiers, we once again have unknown Seaman. Not a top man, apparently. Although, actually, it could be still. Because I had the other guy. I had Nicholas wrong when I tried this dude. Let's put him back as a top man. Is that the third dude we don't have? Like, are we down to 3, basically? No, we have, like, 6 left. Okay. I'm pretty sure this dude's a top man. Four Seaman and a top man so far. I think we're at 5 Seamen and a top man. Which makes us a little rough right now. The best thing I have going for Seamen are the numbers on the beds. And we just don't have that many opportunities to see people in those situations. On this level. Not even this level, the next level down. My bad. Sorry, everybody. That wasn't too loud for you. Come on, they're up here? Where the fuck are those hammocks? Yeah, okay, this level. Okay. Let's look at this one again. Because we get to see a little bit of hammocks. We already got that one. I can't see a number for this hammock. It's 41. 41's a top man, right? Yeah, but we have that one done already. Torn apart by a beast. Is that you? Yes. Okay. He is hanging out near his bed. No, like, obvious identifiers popping out of any of these ones. Not that there's all that many people left. 56? And the one for X is still there. 56. It's another one we have confirmed. That's Brennan. Let me see on our left here. We have as unknown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which matches up. At this point, it really is just like, which seaman is Abraham. As the only Indian dude left, 52. One dude from Wales, one dude from Sierra Leone. And 2 guys from England. So, out of the seamen we have left, if we look at clothing as an indicator of where they're from, like, no one else is dressed like this guy, so he could be Sierra Leone or Wales. Same with him. No one else dresses quite like him. And you're a top man who we just have to confirm which one of the 2 left you are. We don't know what happened to this guy, we just know who he is. And that guy who's hanging out... Like, is that guy technically the Indian one, hanging out with all the other Indian guys? Even though he's dressed differently and, like, doesn't look like them? Are you Abraham, secretly? And this guy... There's definitely a seaman. Where do we see that guy? Attack map. Okay. Unholy captives. Unholy captives. Unholy captives. Killed by the steward. We only ever see this dude in this one chapter. Okay. He does die, but we don't even see him before. Let's go to the top of Unholy Captives. See who we might be able to... Oh, heck, I'm in a memory. See who we might be able to track down. Unholy Captives. Up here. Dude's getting spiked as they bring the thing up is these 2, I believe. Yeah, this part 1.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about
So we know who you are.
About the chest and your dead friends.
You died.
Shell?
Not working these with the rest of them. We have you confirmed already. One of the Peters is, right? Yeah. Pretty sure we got you already? No, you're one of the ones we're figuring out. But we do have you. Okay. Doing the manual labor. They gotta be seamen. Same with these 2. I think he's gonna be helping carry them. Like, so you. I just gotta commit to some of these guys. Nobody has a name that they're saying in this part, right? If this out, what the hell's going on? What do you know about this things? Yeah, the big guy doesn't even talk. The big guy standing behind doesn't talk in this one. Because the only X being shown is for this guy right here being held. But there's no accent to hear. Talked about the shell, very dangerous. The guy doing translation. But that's the guy who gets electrocuted. Guy saying lift this out has got to be this man. Telling these guys to do shit. There's people saying heave in the background, but doesn't really help. Alright, where's part 2 here? Cook struck by tail is number 2. But this guy. Yeah. So this is the guy we're tracking. He could be one of the ones saying, like, watch your footing and stuff. He doesn't die here.
Watch your footing.
Hey there, what's this? Give him tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Careful now. Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? It's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
I think he's the one saying no, get back. The one closest, it could be. Doesn't sound particularly accented, so I'd guess he's one of these two. Put him down as an Englishman for now. The one we currently have is Abraham. Alright, let's go to our top man that we don't have. Nothing. Nothing. Just gonna try this dude as an Englishman real quick. No, that was the right one. Up. Are you as George? And then you as the other topman we don't have. No? Okay. Okay, I could have final things wrong. Or do I not have a third person right now and I'm just being silly? Oh, right, because we were assuming this guy's Abraham. Which I wasn't sure about, but seems unlikely now. Okay. Again, I could brute force it at this point, I just don't want to yet. I want to give it a little more time to try to just get it. Bunch of people talking. Virgin looking at spikes. That guy's already dead. Brennan looking at it. Didn't mean to do that.
What the hell is going
I think I want to put this guy as the Sierra Leone guy. I don't know why. I just do. Alright. I was right. I think it's just because I have no idea what a Sierra Leone accent would be. And I at least feel like I have a small idea of, like, England and Wales. And that is Abraham, okay. Which puts the last three that we need to figure out. Sierra Leone is African? Oh, okay. I guess that's fair then. So the last three are just seamen, right? So, like, one from Wales, one from England. Oh, and a top man. Okay, well, the top man should be easy to pick out of what we have left, right? Only one left. Oh, no, we have this Seaman. Okay, so it is just Seaman that we're trying to figure out. So, these three. John, Alexander, and George. And frankly, Wales is pretty close to, England geographically, so, like, we're not going to get anything too crazy there. I feel like one dude from Wales. Where's the third one? Oh, it's the other one, a gun guy? Yeah, okay. So out of these three dudes, all right, let's go with this guy as John from Wales. All right, let's swap those two. We're down to three, so it's like... Okay. Do I feel super confident about how I've said they all die? Shot by a cannon, fell overboard. I feel pretty confident. Okay. It was just like, we just have to swap these three dudes around. Two more. Only two? You're not giving me the last one here? Seems a little weird. Why'd you only give me two? Where's our last guy there? Like, he basically only has one choice. That's Alexander Booth. That's George. So you, like, have to be John Naples. What? You're fucking not this guy. So you don't count as being killed by a sword? He's like literally the only dude we have left, right? How was he killed? It looked like he was fucking leg chopped off. Alright. Keep pressure here, hold him down. What matters in his 20 years? Godly beasts, curse, throw him overboard, doom us all. Tie him up, put him in the laserette. Come on. Fools. Did he not die there? He's the one dead. No, he's the one dead here. Alright. Alright, let's go down there. Let's look at that body again.
What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
Maybe the sword isn't actually what happened, and I just made a leap when I saw the sword next to the dude's cut off leg. This is the weird one in the corner. This man did not live. That I am confident about. Here's his leg.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazaret with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Okay.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Did he just bleed out? Like, the sword is the only thing that looks like is happening here. Alright, where's 3? Maybe we missed a spot with 3. That's you, right? Yeah. This guy falls the fuck down. He still has his leg there. Does it count as... Does this guy count as falling down the stairs too? No? Okay. He wasn't quite dead. How the fuck did this guy die? Did he just die of old age? No? Okay. He lost... Does he count as torn apart by... Like, losing a leg just counts as being torn apart? By... Captain Steward for some reason? No. Like, the sword is the only fucking thing there. I just... How the fuck else did this man die? We never see him again. Alright, hang on. We never see him again. We only ever get into the past from deaths, so he cannot be alive. This has to be where he died. No, I mean, that's why we had the sword thing, because the sword was the only thing there, but... Doesn't count as fell down. Alright, let's go back to part 4 one more time here. Like, for a moment, I was thinking, like, can we see him in his hammock at some later date?
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those are ghastly beasts carry a curse. Oh, back your doom was all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of the leg?
Honestly, how the fuck did his leg end up in that weird-ass corner? On, like, the other side of the ship. Right? Because his leg ends up way the fuck over here. Like, a blood trail here. I can't see into the corner. Do we just miss a, like, huge chunk here? And this ends up being a terrible beast because it wakes up a second time? Well, if so, it doesn't let me do that. How in the fuck does this guy count as dying? What the fuck? This is definitely John. They say his goddamn name. He's decidedly not Chinese, which is the only other person we have access to, like, click on, because we know who the fuck these two guys are. Like, this is John. One, two, three, four. And we see him in murder. The only places we see him are him shooting a gun, and then the unholy captives part. Somewhere between a dude falling down and him tripping. And here, he loses a leg. It ends up way the fuck over here. And something is going on with the steward. I had him, the first time we had him not as that. We had it as sword and mate. This is what we had at the beginning of this. And it's not right. Is there another way to describe amputating a leg? Oh. Axed, burned, clubbed, decapitated, but he's not decapitated. I don't see anything other than torn apart for losing a leg. I tried expired. Expired just says old age. It just automatically says old age. So what does it think Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, with everything I can see here, it looks like dude with a sword. Captain being like, what the fuck? The only other option I could think is because the blood is like having a trail from here, which is like he lost his legs by the lazarette. And the lazarette is where they put those bodies of the beasts. Maybe the beasts are actually the thing that triggered something. But I don't see spikes. It didn't work with torn apart. This guy being a thing with it is like... So what the fuck? If I don't have 3, it's something else. Like what? He was axed? Even though I don't see an axe, that's what actually happened? Oh. You think it's killed with a sword or torn apart? By doll. It's not torn apart. It's not killed with a sword. Okay, we do actually have more people we can do. I thought he was the last one. Maybe that's why, because when it did 2 for me, I went a little crazy. Okay. Okay, it's because I had to have 2 people again. Okay. Okay. We were going crazy. We were just going a little crazy. We did have it right. Okay. This last bit, doing the 2 to me, just really messed up my brain. Okay. We got everybody. Nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Let's do this. Let's finish this up. Time for us to leave. Okay. I didn't realize there was a second person because of the way it was fucking set up. Okay. Very weird of the game to suddenly have you do 2 instead of 3. Tripping me the fuck out. Hey, bud, we're getting the fuck off this boat. You and me against the world.
Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Correct.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
What's your thing, bud? Woo! Now what the fuck is the bargain?